Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to Interesting Talks with Footprints. I hope your glass is half full rather than half empty. And as we always know, we can always top it back up again, no matter where we are in life. Today's talk is going to be on coping skills. This is what I give to clients, what we all could do with. Everybody needs different coping skills at different times. And there's so many that there are out there that, well, I thought, let's just do a video on that today. So, are you ready? First thing I could suggest is even what I do myself. If I see a client online and before I see another one, I just go for a walk to refresh my brain, to get some oxygen in my lungs and get my body moving. Any form of exercise is obviously good. So simply walking, fantastic way of dealing with stressful or annoying situations. Just walk it out. Another one I would suggest is playing music. Play your favorite music or your favorite playlist on your phone. That can take you to somewhere where you are in a place where you can cope and you're starting to de-stress from whatever situation that you might have been dealing with at that particular time. Just simply playing music. Another easy one to remember is reading one of your favorite books. Either read it or listen to the audio version. Of course, when you're reading a book, you can't be concentrating on something that's been stressing you out because you're now reading the book and now you've gone to another world. Let's say you read something like Harry Potter, full of magic and mystery. It'd be a wonderful, wonderful way to de-stress, get out of your present head condition. This is something I mentioned before, cleaning. You clean the house. One, you've got a nice clean house. And two, you've done something to take your mind, to distract you from what you might have been thinking about, what you might have been worrying about, what you may have been stressing on, cleaning your house. And then you get the reward of that you've got a nice clean house, which is everybody likes that. Another thing what you can do is reframing. It's called reframing. So let's just say somebody, you're told that you might be being made redundant. And you say to yourself, well, oh, woe is me. But you could say, this is my opportunity to go self-employed or to get a better paying job or to work part-time and go back to college or uni or whatever, something different. That is called reframing. So you take a situation that is not necessarily starts off looking well and you reframe it and say what else it could be in a positive light. Another good one is to write a letter to your little self. So giving that your little self all the things that you think you might not have experienced correctly as a child. And you can also write a letter back to big self. Very, very powerful tools these are. I do use these with my clients quite a lot when the need arises for them to readdress something in their past or to see how well they've done in the present. You can also write letters to people that have annoyed you and rubbed you up the wrong way over a period, some part of your life. And you could freely say whatever you want in that letter with no redress. They're not going to be talking back to you. So you can just rail it off and say exactly how you feel about what's ever happened to you in the past that somebody's done, or even it could be a boss at work, could be today. Also, another thing what you can do is watch TV, watch one of your favorite TV programs or a comedy show on TV. Again, once you're watching that and you start to engage in that, it will help you to de-stress, to move away from that situation that you're not enjoying dealing with, i.e. a stressful situation. Another thing that you could do is have a group of friends, like 5, I'd suggest, if you can, and always have them on tap that you can always talk to them. Somebody you can talk to. All right, you can text, that's okay. But talking, getting able to talk to somebody about something that's upset you, it's therapeutic. It helps. Not necessarily, as I say, a problem shared is a problem halved, and it's not necessarily a problem solved, but it certainly does help to get it out. Also, another thing what I was going to say is journaling. Well, journaling, I'm always talking about journaling. I think I've got a whole video on journaling. But it does help. You get home in the evening and you write down how your day's been or how your week's been. And just get it out. Talk about it to yourself in a journal. Very, very effective way of dealing with stress, coping with anxiety a lot. Journaling. Another one, look, what could I say is another one? Yeah, okay, even just texting somebody. Just texting people, that can be helpful, okay? So these are a few coping skills that I know work. And if you apply them when you need them, it will help your mental health to stay in a healthy state. What I would also say is the possibility of doing a collage. So you put your middle emotion, what you're feeling at the time, and then you draw, put pictures around it, whatever drawing you can do around it to explore that emotion. Let's say you're angry. You can put boxes there, draw a little pair of boxing gloves, or whatever might soothe your mood for if you're feeling angry. But it doesn't matter what the emotion is. You put it in the center of a page, and of course you draw around it. Other things you can do: doodling, just doodling. If you're not an artist, then you just make up some little drawing. While you're doing that, your brain is functioning at a different level, and you're starting to think not about what you don't want to think about, but the possibilities of just doodling and having fun. You can also do it with different colors. Colors really make a big difference, and if you're drawing, which is something I've done. We've all done it, but we don't remember to do it when we need to do it. What else? Yes, when you've got a feeling or an emotional discord, see where you can find it in your body. Might be in the back of your neck. You might always get stress in the back of your neck. It might be or your ankle or your lower back. It could be anywhere. But think about that position where it's hurting you, and concentrate on that. Just think about that rather than think about the emotional side of it. Just think about, oh, I've got a bad back. My back's hurting me. Let me rub it a little bit, something like that. Other things you could do are, obviously, if you're able to, go to the gym, have a workout. There's nothing like going to the gym. It gets all those feel-good chemicals going. You get out of breath, and of course, you've taken that energy and you left it in the gym. I mean, I play volleyball once a week, and when I finish playing it, I'm so relaxed, so relaxed. It's a fantastic form of de-stressing for myself. That's one of my things I do. Also, have a social life. Get out, if you can. I know it's a bit wintry and it's a bit cold and people don't really necessarily want to go out. But go out with your friends. Go and have a drink. Go and bowling. Whatever, anything that's cheap to do, go bowling. Go and play, bowl. It's not that expensive to do. And it's an activity. Once you're doing it, obviously, you won't be thinking about the stressful things that you might have been facing throughout the day. Another thing what you could get is the emotional wheel, which if you message me, I will send you one. But otherwise, you can definitely get them online. It's like a pie chart. It's got all the different emotions on it. And when you can go back and forwards, again, like happy. So what led to this happiness? You passed an exam, you paid off your mortgage, you paid off your car finance, somebody owed you money and they paid you, whatever it might be. So on an emotional wheel, all of our emotions are there. I think there's 74 different emotions on it, if I remember correctly. So there's a few things for you to think about that you could quite easily use to de-stress, reframe, take your mind away from whatever stress or discomfort that you're facing mentally. This is Coping Skills 101. If anybody else has got any ideas for different coping skills, leave them in the comments. Do subscribe to this channel and do hit the icon bell that notifies you when my videos come out. I do them every 2 weeks on a Tuesday evening, or sometimes in the day, or even in the garden when the sun's shining. But of course, those days are quite a long way away at the moment. But anyway, whatever you're doing, have a wonderful week, and I'll see you in 2 weeks' time. Try to stay positive. Bye for now.